Hey guys, it's Wildcat6305 coming to you from Ike's Treehouse outside of Augusta, Georgia, and today I want to show you my custom portable game table. In my house I don't have a dedicated room for my Axis and Allies, so the game board that I have, I don't have room for a dedicated table, so I needed something to put my board on because the game G40 is larger than my dining room table, so I had to concoct this to make it work. So it's a sectional. It comes in three parts. I made it in three parts here. So the board, so I can take it apart. There's some shoddy workmanship done on this, but this is my first. I would almost say, use the term very loosely, furniture grade project, woodworking project. I've made workbenches before, and shelves, but they're all things that stay in the garage. Nothing that you're bringing in and looking at it. I stained it this dark espresso stain in hopes to cover up more flaws than I could. I feel like the darker it is, the less I had to do with it, possibly, but I don't know. So as I was showing, this first section here, it slides out, and you can see right here, it's these pieces are fitted or slotted, so they overlap as such, and the other pieces like that as well. I'm going to go ahead and bolt this one back in so it doesn't fall on me while I'm talking. But I made it into three sections, and the three sections, this one piece probably has about half a board on it, this first little piece that I'm reattaching here, and the two end pieces can come together so you can play one theater. So the middle piece holds about two boards on it, obviously, and that one, the far side's the board and a half, a game board that is. I keep saying board. The far side is about a board and a half, the middle is two boards, and this close side is half a board. So it all comes together so I can play one theater and I don't have to have four different boards. It all comes together in just these three, and they all overlap like this. They have this nice little tray so you can put parts and put your units there. I actually, when I was building this, I was using the out-of-box storage boxes, and so I used this as my inspiration. My vision was, hey, I can use this, prop it up, and it's kind of tilted. You can see into the tray real good. But it wasn't too long after I got it built that I went full scale into my tackle box storage scheme. But nevertheless, it's still good. Even the large tackle boxes, they fit good on the edge there. They have enough space. The only disadvantage with this about my whole setup is I really don't have a place to put boxes to just leave each nation's box out. Kind of have to get, lock it up and put it away and move it out of the way so you can move on to the next turn and get the next nation out. But this is it. I use these sled bolts to bolt it in. I used a really thin plywood, and so it's very light. So I really have to kind of be careful with it. But it's so large that it actually hangs over my table, so I just keep some 2x4s that I keep underneath it to help extend my table. That's probably going to be a mod coming up of trying to figure out what I want to do. Do I want to get thicker plywood and replace the thin plywood so maybe it'll hold itself up, or do I want to actually try to figure out some way to attach more support on the bottom for it? So just decisions to be made on that, and figuring out what needs to be done. But right now we got it functional, and that's the main thing. You can't play when it's not functional. And oh, and also the last but not least, the turn. I went and used just a 3/4 inch paddle bit and made just a shallow hole here so I could put each control marker here. Typically, we may use a dice with the whatever number of round, or we've even used the robber piece from Catan to mark whose turn it is and what round we're in. Well, this is my portable board. I've been able to break it down and put it in the back of a Honda Civic and take it 2 hours away and play a game. So I really like the design. I'm sure the workmanship could be a lot better because I built it, but hopefully you like it. And if you want to see more content, just subscribe and keep them going. Thanks.